My word for the day is straw. And just recently, I was outside with my family for sorry, and for the first time in my life, I drank from a paper straw as opposed to a plastic straw or even a metal straw. One thing I found out about metal straws is that it's really good if you don't want the yellowing from the coffees or the tea stains. You just sip it through metal straw and it doesn't stain your teeth. I tried it a few times, but it doesn't feel right sipping coffee or drinking or sipping tea through a straw. And yesterday I had paper straw, and that was first time experience. It was in my mind. I'm like, I've heard of paper straws, but the first thing that went through my mind was it's paper. Once it makes contact with liquid, it just loses shape. But it's not. It wasn't like that. It felt like plastic, but not plastic. But like the texture of it was definitely paper, but it didn't soak. It didn't get soaked. Nothing happened, and it was black paper, so it looked really cool. Also, I'm like, why aren't more people doing this? I just don't get it. Maybe it's a cost issue because it felt more. The quality felt better than what it felt better than a plastic straw. So I imagine it's more hard to make, more expensive. So I guess gotta curb every cost you can in the business. But I really hope that people make this pivot. A lot of people have been talking about going green, all the big corporations from different sectors, be it energy, tech, all of them are focusing on going green, and people are making moves in that regards. But there's still long-term goals, and it's important. But it's a Cassandra complex. No, it's not the Cassandra problem, but it's rather that is an issue that is important, no doubt. But I feel like it's a long term thing which we need to work on it, no doubt about that. We still need to work on it. But I think the bigger problem right now, what I'm seeing is that the falling, the rapid decline, the bearish trend of birth rate decline. It's like through the roof, but on the wrong side. And we already saw the collapse of what was it, South Korea? Yeah, where like for every grandchild, there'll be like 96 or 100 uh, elders without grandkids. It's like it's incredibly bad, and we have seen the economic. It's so sad to see, but when the country falls, like when the economic falls, then other countries are like, oh, okay, that's what happens when we don't have enough people, right? And so to South Korea, I think even Japan to a certain extent, their population collapsed. So what they had to do was uh, make it easier, lessen the restrictions for people to come in, immigrate, and kind of repopulate. It's the same thing I saw during COVID. When we had in India, there was a lack of oxygen. Just the sheer amount of country, how big that country was, and how it was able to bounce back. And it's just human beings are very resilient. You give it, and I think even for me in my own life, and when I'm pushed to the extreme, when it's like I've hit rock bottom, then I'm like, okay, now let's make the change. And it's funny how that change or that pattern is mapped on to a whole global population as well. At least that's what I see.